What do you think about classes overall?
Well, what? How many there is the beta?
There's
Four. Are
four
there any?
four classes in the beta.
Is there any more announced for the autumn
I
release?
haven't seen anything. I looked around, but I haven't seen anything. I'm trying to remember the actual names of the classes. I forgot to write them down actually. But
I know there's one that's like more of a stealthy. There's kind of just the regular soldier. I think he doubles as the medic also.
yeah, the
And there's
regular
you got
soldier gets health that he gets to throw down on everyone.
you got the sniper and I think the heavy maybe. I'm not
The
don't
regular
quote.
soldier actually, as he gets upgrades, I don't know if you've seen this, but it's pretty cool that he gets the paddles. You know, like
Yeah, yeah, the
the
chest battles.
EMTs.
Yeah,
Yeah, when he levels up, you get those, and you can actually bring dead bodies back to life. Instead of if you see a dead body on the ground, you can bring him back to life. It's pretty badass.
yeah.
Um uh
And real quick, yeah, there's it's the assault, support, engineer, and recon. Those are the four classes.
I'm trying to think of which one's which, but the engineer I know has the RPG, and he has the. It looks like a little propane torch thing. I don't know what the use of it for because I haven't.
It's to repair friendly vehicles.
Okay,
It's to
well,
repair some.
yeah, understandable now. There's no reason for me to use it because there's no vehicles in the beta, but well, in the console beta. But when it comes down to actually I like the one where you get ammo, and I like the sharpshooter, the class with the sniper. I like all the classes. I switched
Yeah,
in between.
I think they're well balanced. I mean, the class that
Everything is pretty well balanced.
I mean, each one of the four classes they serve a purpose. I mean, if you get assault, he's gonna be he's gonna be providing you some grenade launcher. He's gonna guys defib kit or whatever. He's gonna bring you back to life. Or you got your support. He's the big bad man. Your engineers get your vehicles and your
And
recon sniping people. I mean,
it's not
everybody has a purpose.
and no one's really overpowered more than snipers are not overpowered
They're not because of the
because
terrain.
well
Also,
that not
because
only that the terrain creates a very big chemistry within the game. But I mean, a sniper can get rushed just as easy. It's
yes,
not like you can. It's not like in Call of Duty where you can quick scope people like it's no thing. This is
no,
not
no,
a. This is
you
not a
have
game where you can hip fire.
Yeah.
You can't hip fire. It doesn't really. I mean, the only time I hip fire is if I got an M249 and just I'm blowing all those hundred of bullets into whoever's in front of me in that hallway. You know, that's the only time I'll hip fire. Other than
exactly.
that, and I only use that for suppression. You know, I'm just trying to keep myself alive by doing that. But other than that, I mean, all the classes are balanced.
Yeah.
The ranking system I've noticed is it's very in depth. It seems
Yeah,
like
I actually just read something that said it takes 100 hours to unlock everything per kit. So that's definitely a lot of replayability there.
and what is the max level? Do you actually know? Or
Mm.
I see that's one thing I'm wondering. What is the actual max level of the game? Um, and the perks in the game, it's not. They have perks in the game, but it's not like it literally changes the game, changes the way you play. You know what I mean? Like in Call of Duty, you notice that you get your silent footsteps and you get your heartbeat bullshit and all that stuff. You get your what other perks are in those games? I can't
Oh,
remember.
you get airstrikes and
Oh
RC cars, just stuff like that.
no, but like actual like perks, like
Oh, like your steady
yeah,
aim and
your
your
steady
quicker
aim and
reload,
stuff like
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah, you have unlimited sprint in Battlefield, but it's not like it's something that totally like changes your style of play. Like because I mean with in Call of Duty you can get your silent footsteps and your heartbeat monitor and some other cool things, and you can become a stealth magnet that you're straight up just you totally even don't even worry about running around shooting people. You're just running around stabbing people. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a kind of strategy some people would do. You know, but In this game, you don't have those kind of strategies come into play.
No, you can't knife hardly ever.
Oh,
You have
I was.
to
You can knife, but it's a realistic knife. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to pull
There's
your knife
no-
out and then slice a nigga. I mean, that's just how it is.
You don't lunge at all, really.
No, you don't lunge. It's no bullshit like that. Like
Yeah.
I knifed about 4 or 5 people in a row last night when I was playing, in the top of the subway in those hallways by the by
That's a mean place,
yeah,
man.
you know what I'm talking about, where
The chef-
that little thing is, that the thing that they have to try to get, you know, that little
yeah,
thing they're
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
blow up, and there's that long hallway, you know, and there's 2 hallways coming to it. Well, I was in there, and I was knifing people like it was no thing. Like I just ran around with my knife out, just slicing people, and for some reason, no one would shoot me. I was just I sliced at least 4 people in a row, but it's very difficult to do. It's harder. It's harder for sure.
Very much.
But yeah.
Let's talk about the release date versus the bugs. I mean,
Well,
usually, like you were saying, usually for a beta, it
also,
comes out
well,
well
I have a
before
couple
release.
more things I want to talk about though. I mean,
Alright.
all right, there's no vehicles in the beta, and a lot of people are in the console beta for sure. I mean, in the PC there is vehicles, but in the console beta there's no vehicles. And in my opinion, I think that was a lot of people were saying, well, they've lost reviews, they've lost reserve titles because they've released such a buggy game, but they've also gained reserve titles, in my opinion, by releasing no vehicles, because they're a lot of people that play Call of Duty, you know, may have been curious about this game, and they want to look at it, and they're like, you know, they're like, I'm gonna try this out. So they didn't put vehicles in the game in the beta to show people, hey, this game is somewhat similar, but we have so much more to offer when the full game comes out with the
Well, I mean,
vehicles.
when Battlefield 1942 came out, back in the day, I mean, vehicles. Like anytime you usually heard about Battlefield, it was because the vehicles. That's like what set it
Yeah, that's
apart.
what makes the game. I mean, that's what made Battlefield is everyone's flying and shooting and tanking it, you know, you're doing all this crazy stuff. It's nonstop action. But I think that the reason why they didn't do vehicles in the console beta is to try to get a little bit of a fan base. Try to throw the bait out there and see if someone will bite the bait so they can reel them into buying the full game. I mean, that's just an opinion of mine. Also another thing I like that they did is the little assassination that you can do.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty
It really doesn't leave you open for
No,
that long.
it doesn't leave you open at all. You're actually you're very vulnerable doing it, but I mean, it's the instant kill, but it's very hard to do too. I mean, you got to really actually get up in there and get it done. But let's move on to glitches and bugs.
I mean, the beta, it's been out since
The 29th.
almost 29. Yeah, something around there. But today's the 5th, and the beta comes out in 20 days, I do believe. Pretty sure.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
25th.
it's coming out 25th. But I'm just usually for a beta,
You do
it
it
comes
3
out.
months ahead.
Yeah, it comes out well in advance just so they can fix stuff. And I'm already seeing bugs and whatnot, and that's having me a little worried or really impressed because it's either going to come out like that or they're going to fix it up nice and quick.
I really hope they fix it, because I mean,
Yeah, it only has like a month till it comes out, right?
yeah, it's 20 days, Blake. I mean, they literally, after the beta, I mean, hopefully they're already working on shit right now, because I
Yeah.
mean, it's buggy. This is it's going to be a disaster if they
Yeah,
fix it
I mean,
like
when
how
you
it
go
is.
prone, you just like go into a different dimension.
Well, the thing is okay, like I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure.
wouldn't say it'd be a disaster, but it definitely, the people who are looking to get into it, like play it real hardcore, they're definitely going to get some complaints about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a bug in the game, but whenever you blow up a tree and it falls down, I would say it's probably 30 seconds or more it takes, but the tree disappears. I don't know if they do that on purpose,
Yeah, I mean,
because they don't. Well, I just wish it would stay there forever. In my opinion.
right. But I mean, it even might be your settings or something. I don't know, because in a game like it's running, has all those people playing it, as beautiful as it looks. Every little bullet decal, and all, just anything like that, that's just taking up more stuff, and it's
Well,
slowing the game
yeah.
down. So they
But
need to get rid of it.
I do have something to justify that with. I mean, if you look at Red Faction Guerrilla, and I don't know if Armageddon has came out. It may
Yeah,
have,
it's
but
for a while.
yeah, I don't. I knew that title was being made, but I played Red Faction Guerrilla, and you can play in a 20-minute match, and literally, I mean, you can literally blow the whole map up, and it's all stays there. Nothing respawns. Nothing disappears. I mean, so but the graphics in the two games are very different. They're on
Yeah, I
different
mean,
engines. They're
Red
at a
Faction,
different standard.
that's a different, smaller game. I don't really think it's a
Yeah, I
fair
mean,
comparison.
it is a smaller game, smaller maps, but it is. I Everything does get destroyed, and it can stay there the whole. I mean, that's one thing I think they should focus on. But glitches I've seen myself.
I've had my gun disappear on me a couple times.
I've seen guns floating. I've seen that with no one holding them.
The way they land, though,
But
it's
I
pretty
know they
lit.
were shooting at me because someone was there. I couldn't see them, but a gun was floating, shooting at me. I've had seen my gun disappear. I've seen bodies floating whenever they go prone. I've seen people like a foot off the ground when they're prone. And there's a I'm gonna show you.
That's what patches are for, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you all this link right here. This link right here. It's what you call it. It's a crawl glitch, in which when you crawl, when you're prone, you come up in a what is my
Mermaid.
the gun comes out your ass, okay, and you look like a mermaid crawling, like
Like a freaking
a
seal.
mermaid's. It's really retarded looking. Like they need to fix that. That looks retarded. I mean, that guy looks misshapen because of how he
Well,
how that
I
glitch
mean,
is.
that is, I guess, kind of a big glitch in a sense, but at the same time, they're probably more focused on balancing and gameplay glitches instead of graphical glitches. Because nobody wants to be looking, running around looking like a mermaid seal or whatever. But at the same time, would you rather some guy you're looking at look stupid, or would you rather uh, some of the gameplay be
I,
broken?
I
I think
mean,
that might be
the gameplay's actually pretty good already. It's just
right. But I'm
little
just saying
things in
they're
the
probably
game
more
are
focused on other stuff.
little things in the game is what is kind of making this game be sketchy. It's making people say, I don't know if I want to buy this because this guy's crawling like a retard. I mean, also here's another video. Here's another video right here. If you look, it's a ragdoll glitch. Whenever you're shooting someone, they'll literally just like you know they'll fly like no other. I mean they just straight up it's like they got slingshotted because
Oh
of your
yeah.
bullets. I mean that's an issue right there. I mean that's not a huge issue, but I mean it just doesn't look good
Just say
for
it,
you. It doesn't
just
affect
say
the
it real quick.
gameplay, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good on your game.
Looks too. Also, when he's going down the stairs, the gun ends up floating.
I'm going to bring this up. At the beginning of the video, it says it's an alpha version, so that might probably already be fixed in the beta. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean,